What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, back with another video. Again, with Brent Tuning this time. We're doing a fun little video. You guys saw the title and thumbnail. We're going to be tuning my 1290 Superduke R Evo. It's a brand new bike. I literally just broke it in, like maybe rode it once or twice ever since I broke it in. But the bike has been alright, you know. So I was like, I want to get it tuned, want to get it done right. And, leave the valve open, all that type of stuff, the tricks and fun stuff to do for it. And plus, getting her to 100% pretty much. It's not going to be 100% because I only have a slip-on on it. I couldn't make an custom exhaust for it in time because, it requires more work since it's got to be custom and stuff like that, a full decat. But at some point, we're going to do that and we'll get her retuned. But for now, this is the tune, and I'll show you guys the differences before and after and all that type of fun stuff. It's Troy from Brent Tuning. You guys already know that. It's a little bit backwards because we kind of filmed the first run first, and then I was like, oh, I didn't film an intro. So now we're filming the intro, but we already did the first run and everything. And now he's tuning it, putting it on the map, and we're going to do a few more runs and seeing the difference between, we kind of did everything backwards because he already did the tune and did one, a run and saw the number. And then when I came here, he did kind of like the stock run. And I was like, oh, I need to film the intro. We're literally doing everything in reverse, but we're doing it back again. You guys are gonna see it properly. You guys are gonna see the intro in the first run, and then finally, now we're doing the retune and checking out the numbers after the tune and the curves and all that fun stuff. So, all right, stay tuned. Well, tuned, yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, and also before I stop, if you guys want to see any of the detailed technical stuff that they do behind the scenes, like installs, he has all type of informational, actual, educational, not like me that doesn't know much about this type of stuff. But yeah, check out his channel, BT Moto, and in the description down below. So yeah, check him out on Instagram, YouTube, and of course, get your bikes tuned by the best. This right here is stock, and this is tuned. Stock is right. How much more it revs higher? So how much does it rev to now?
1,000 more.
1,000 more RPM. Okay, that's really good because it was really bothering me how low it revs. So now it goes up to 11, a little past, let's say 11. It went from 10 to 11 pretty much.
Yeah, right around there.
Nice.
And you can see we've got gains across the entire range here. Not just...
And pretty much with just a slip-on, because I don't have a filter or anything on it, we gain 5 horsepower.
I mean, look at peak here, we're gaining almost, that's 8-wheel horsepower right there.
Yeah.
So that's a good gain right there. Let's just say in the mid-range here, well, not the mid-range, but 5 right there. And we're getting torque, 4 extra torque. On bikes, this is huge, Right here, for example. Right there, that's 6-wheel horsepower in the mid-range. And it's 4-wheel torque in the mid-range. Even right here, red is going to be stock. So right around this, well, they're all right around the same number, but you can see we're getting about 6-wheel right there, torque and horsepower. So it's gains across the entire range plus the obvious RPM gain right there. So we're also getting less shifts to the track, extended power band, stuff like that. We also made it safe. It's a little bit, it comes a little bit rich right here. Other than that, this thing's rocking right now. So it's good. We're gonna do some power runs real quick.
It's kind of impressive, the stock curve. That's pretty decent, right?
Yeah, especially when you compare it to other twins, like the Ducati and the 1299 or the 1199, which was a complete disaster in the mid-range and the bottom end, and just turned on a 2-stroke up top. This bike's nice and linear stock,
Yeah,
it's great.
That's what I was looking at. I was like, the curve looks pretty decent.
It looks very good.
So
Yeah, stock
not
looks
bad.
very good. There's no
good
dead
job,
spots.
KTM. You did well with this.
Yeah, no
I
dead
didn't
spots,
expect
nothing.
that.
One thing I did learn though is when we're putting the sniffer in here to actually get the AFR, the air fuel reading, you got the exhaust valve in here, right?
Yes.
But I wanted to test it stock with the exhaust valve functioning, and I shoved the sniffer through there, and the exhaust valve, I slipped it under the exhaust valve and turned it on, and it creates an error where the bike goes in a limp mode if it doesn't fully close and open, like it doesn't cycle properly. So I had to fix that.
Kind of makes sense. Yeah, apparently these are very like touchy with
Very
the whole-
temperamental and everything.
Yeah.
Like if you put that any kind of mapping in here, usually the turn signals will stop working, the lights will stop working altogether. If it's like a race map or anything like that, and that's how they go through the EPA and their whatever conditions they have to go through here.
I know. I've heard that they have a lot of like touchy, sensitive subjects. What about the turn signals? Are we able to?
We can get them. I just didn't have enough time to do that.
Okay. Because I need those gone.
I know
Those
you
little,
don't like them.
they're so ugly.
It's just so odd. There's no way to actually remove them unless you just cut them out of here.
Yeah.
It's
And
just-
apparently that throws the bike into a limp mode too, right?
It becomes a disaster.
So imagine like that's so complicated. So apparently there needs to be like a little servo buddy or something like that.
Yeah, there's a whole system you put in here to remove the turn signals altogether if you want to. It's like a couple things you have to like kind of just do electronic stuff. It isn't just plug and play for this one. It's a little bit more complex. The
This is
exhaust
why I
valve is
have
plug and play.
the professionals deal with it.
The exhaust valve is plug and play though. So the exhaust valve though, you have to pull the entire bottom off of this bike. The exhaust valve, you can see the lines go through here. It sits right here. So to plug it in, you have to get under the thing, which is right here. You can't get it from the top. You have to pull all these Torx bolts out. The tail comes off this thing, and then you have to put it in
I
there.
wonder if that tail is like replaceable because I saw there's some
Has to be,
carbon
'cause it's super
fiber.
I don't know why it has
Covers
such
and stuff
robust
like
in here. It's not. I don't know if maybe this secures the
Maybe I'll
subframe.
give the carbon undertail. I don't really know. Or maybe the carbon undertail goes on top of it. I would assume it's a replacement though.
It is some kind of composite for sure. So it needs to be sturdy, but I don't know if this is actually securing the subframe, to be honest with you. But it looks like the subframe is through here.
So now, like with the
subframe's
tune,
separate.
what we just ran it with was the stock, and we're gonna run it again with the tune.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune it back again because I did it backwards. I kind of did all the tuning first, and I ran it stock just now when you showed up. So that was the first run I made stock, and there it is right there. And now we're gonna put the flash back into it and have some fun. You'll be able to tell the difference now between stock versus flash because you've heard it stock now.
Yes.
And you're gonna hear it flash. So it takes about 15 minutes to flash this thing, so we'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. And yeah, we're gonna flash it and then do some runs. Your boy will probably do some runs for the gram too and stuff like that. But yeah, so with the tune also, it's gonna like keep the valve open, right?
Yes. In
Perfect.
fact, you can actually shine a light in there. You can see the valve's just wide open at like at a 90-degree angle to
Okay.
the exhaust itself.
Yeah, I don't have a
So
light.
it's like perfectly, the air will go right through it. basically.
Okay.
It'll
Perfect.
always be like that though.
Perfect. So it's always gonna be open.
Yes.
That's what I wanted. It's already very quiet because we didn't get the custom exhaust on it yet. Hopefully one day. The problem is if I do that, it'll probably need a retune, right? If
We'll probably have to throw it back in the dyno again. Not a big deal.
Okay. So, in the future, when I get a custom exhaust for it, that means the Rush. Oh yeah, I need to bring the Rush at some point because I did make a custom exhaust for it. Now the Rush is completely decatted, so.
Yeah, we check it out. Especially with custom exhaust, we can't really use a model for a custom exhaust. That's the problem.
So it has to be kind of like dyno.
Yeah, we have to kind of check it out because it's custom exhaust.
Oh yeah, whenever you have time, I'll bring the Rush, and maybe one day we'll do the H2R. That'll be exciting news.
That'd be crazy.
That will be very crazy. Maybe if somehow I can figure it out, I'll bring my H2 and H2R, so we can run them back to back. I know my H2 made, but it's slightly different dynos and stuff like that. So it will be interesting to bring both if I can. That'll be like hectic and a lot of anxiety having trailering these two bikes.
That'd be super cool, actually.
But yeah, it would be sick. And I don't think I've ever done before, like an H2 and an H2R kind of like back to back.
I haven't seen one on the internet actually myself, like that.
So
on the same dyno, same day, everything.
Yeah, definitely an H2R we'll put on the dyno and maybe like tweak it a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. Can't say too much. I don't really know. So, but yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna tune this and then we're gonna run it again and see how it runs and performs with the tune. Right, tune is done. Now we're doing the new runs. now we can hear. We're getting hot in here. But yeah, all done. Tune, I mean, it sounds very different. It looks way more aggressive than the stock. And the most importantly, that it revs higher. I think that's gonna be like really nice.
Yeah, tuning the power band is really important. A lot of people also had a complaint, which we do with the tuning, which is take off the minimum cruise control speed. So we pulled that off there too. So the exhaust valve's open, wide open 100% of the time. Extended rev range, of course, to mean bigger power band, less shifts at the track. There's torque optimization, there's timing optimization. There's a whole lot of switches we kind of mess with on here. And it kind of equates to about 5 horsepower across the entire RPM band until the top, and even the top it starts carrying away from stock.
Yeah, so I was saying that like the bottom one was stock, and all the top ones are the other runs with the tune. Yeah, so you guys, as he was saying, like the difference isn't just in the peak, but literally the whole curve. So everything was improved, and mainly you can see the difference with the new RPM being pushed to 11,000 instead of the 10. So yeah, now she's all done. Stay tuned for the first ride review of this thing. Also, I did get a lot of parts for it that they're getting shipped finally here. They're in stock. They got delivered to the dealership, and the dealership is sending it to me. So we're getting this piece in carbon, this in carbon, and a bunch of other touch-ups. And when I get it back from Troy, it'll finally have the ugly Shrek thingies removed. So which we can destroy or do whatever.
Yeah,
usually I just smash these. So you know.
Yeah, you get rid of that, but I don't like the way that looks getting rid of it. And I know you're particular too, so you have some kind of block off right here. This section.
Wait, no, I'll remove the whole thing. Like even that.
This too?
Yeah.
This is part of the. Okay, that'll remove. Yeah, the whole thing will remove off.
Everything is gonna be gone, so it looks clean and a lot better. I also got these like little tints that I don't know if you guys saw last time, but yeah, a bunch of other little details and touch-ups, and then this bike should be almost complete. Ideally, at some point, I want to get like that decatted exhaust so she can like. I mean, this was already very, very loud, so this was already crazy loud. But ideally, I feel like that cat resonator piece back here is massive, so it would 100% clean it up, and you know, extra horsepower and stuff like that. And I do need to get the, what is it, the pack or something like that. Something like that. I don't know how they talk it. But pretty much it's like some package to unlock the quick shifter and all that fun stuff. If I decide to do it, because I don't know, sometimes I'm in between about it, because the Rush, since I switched to the GP shift, the auto blipper doesn't work anymore, the quick shifter. So I kind of shift manually. So I'm like, keep the naked bikes manual shift. Not that big of a deal, you know, they don't have really heavy clutches like the H2 or some of my other bikes. So this is like super easy.
Yeah.
A little squeaky, but some double D40 will fix it. Love that. All right, we'll figure this out later when I install the other parts and stuff like that. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I just came here to show you guys and get some content with Troy from Brent Tuning. The Duke is done. If you have a Superduke or pretty much any bike at this point, they always have tunes for them, or they're working on making tunes for them. If you have some sort of weird rare bike.
If we get enough emails and people bothering us, we'll do it. But 1 or 2 people, we're not going to do it. But we get like 50 or 60 people like this bike. We get like 100 people emailing us, you know, a month about this thing. So yeah, it's time to like get it on there and get this thing sorted out.
Yes.
So glad we did.
So they already had tunes for the previous gens, but because this is a newer one, that's why he used this and figured it out. And now they have a tune for this, thanks to my bike. So now everyone's going to get extra horsepower. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, check out Troy from Brent Tuning, or just Brent Tuning top link in the description down below on this video. So yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
and
Jay.
Look forward to the proper first test ride of this bike now that it's been like serviced, done the first service, and fully tuned. So it's pretty much fully unlocked. You know, there's no restrictions, but obviously it's not full on horsepower, as I said, because it doesn't have a full system, blah, 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 stuff like that. But maybe one day, we'll see. This is supposed to be my daily bike, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, ride safe.